The proper way to control uke's wrist is very important. Rather than twisting with your upper body, use your thumb against uke's hand, similar to the wrist stretching exercises we did earlier. Be sure to move your body behind him. His motion will lead him on top of you. Do not get stuck twisting uke's wrist in front of him. Move behind him and take him off balance. It is important when working with new students to pay attention to how uke rolls backwards. Nage does not change his hands when pinning uke. Pull uke onto his stomach. Put your foot under so that your front faces in the direction of uke's head, and gently push uke's arm down and across his body. Katedori, Ikkyo, Irimi, and Tenkan. Every class begins with the same exercises. Can you remember the 5 basic stretches? Do you remember KOHOTENTO Undo, rolling backward? We would like to add to our second class ZEMPO Undo, falling forward. When falling forward, be sure to extend your arms out in front of you and support your body as you fall. Turn your head to the one side so you prevent injury to your face. Do not let your body touch the mat. As you review the Kotagaishi Undo wrist stretch, remember to extend with both arms down in order to maximize your stretch. We would now like to add Ikkyo Undo wrist stretching. Point the fingers of your left hand down to the mat. With your right hand, hold your left. Then, with both arms, push them together with an equal pressure from both sides. You should be aware of how much stretch you can take. Go as far as you can to maximize your stretch without straining. Do all wrist stretches on both sides. Shomenuchi Ikkyo Undo is one of many key development exercises you will perform. Bend your knees as you move forward and bring your arms up. Cut down with your arms and then move back. It is important to maintain good extension and keep unbendable arm. Do not lean forward, rather keep your body upright. This exercise should be practiced on both the left and the right sides. Keep your weight underside. This principle of Aikido applies to this exercise. Do not allow your shoulders to rise up. When dropping your arms, use your entire body. Katatori Ikkyo Irimi means grab the shoulder, first technique. Nage presents a shoulder. Uke steps forward to grab it. Nage steps back and takes Uke's hand on top. Turning his wrist over, Nage moves Uke to the mat. The proper way to step back involves moving at a slight angle. First, turn the heel of your back foot in the direction you are going. With your front foot, take a large step back and slide back your other foot. Always maintain good posture.
Not grab like it. Keep extending your intentions there. Huh? Push down. So now we're grabbing. So if you grip too hard, so if I push down, I can easily grab. If you push down this way, nothing happens. Push down straight. So he's going to lead you forward. So when you're coming in, steady. You grab here, okay? Fight. So relax.
In motion, you see how Nage should lead Uke's balance down without breaking the line of his attack. As he brings Uke's wrist forward, Nage uses his free hand on Uke's elbow.
When you push down, not pushing forward with your arm. Move up here. Down. Again, you can do it. You don't have to push anything. Move forward. I'm beginning to lead balance. Now you knee down. Then slide it forward. And more time. Right here. Cut down under your leg. Not pushing forward. Move forward, small step. Down.
As Sensei said, take a small step next to Uke's elbow, and then with the outside foot, lead him off balance and down.
Knee down, knees on the wrist. Other knee against the ribs. Now there's an arm holding the elbow. Push down, cut off the energy. And this is holding the knuckle. Now grab the finger. Not all the way down. Holding the knuckle and thumb push in. Then you extend it. So extend it like this. You don't do like this. You came from some of your toes, came from a center, extend. Thank you very much.
Notice how Sensei cuts down directly in front of his body. He keeps weight underside and bends his knees.
You walk away, you walk away. here, push down. Now push up. Use your head. So now we will have exercise. Right here. Push down. One. Yeah. Oh, no. No, push that hard. Not like this. Push down. Yeah. Now you see that? Lift it up. You keep it simple. Bend your knees up to you. Right. Okay. You gotta hold. Hold. Yeah. Release. Release. Yeah. Now try again. Yeah. Yeah. Release. Yeah. Release. Yes.
Up until now, we have been showing you irimi, which means to go in front. However, now we would like to do the same technique in tenkan, which means going around behind. Instead of cutting down in front of uke, Nage lifts uke's arm and goes behind him.
You go, you don't push, you don't have to push back. You turn your body and circle move. Right here, circle, bring it down, feel it, then right here. If you push over, now you resist. Now, very hard. Control. That's right. Is resistance? Yes, good. More resist. That. You pass. See, he has off the wall. On the wall, off the wall.
The initial body movement is the same. Then Nage slides his front foot forward to the outside of uke. He does not push against uke's elbow. Rather, he leads him around. Nage pivots and puts his knee on the mat. The pin is identical. Your instructor should review the technique from the first class, Katadori, Kosadori, Kotegaishi. But if time runs out in class, try to practice a little before or after each class. You needn't try breakfall just yet, but work on your backward roll. You'll get there soon enough. Katadori, Shiho Nage, Irimi, and Tenkan. Before we begin this technique, be sure to review the stretching exercises covered so far up to KOHOTENTO Undo. Endo Undo is an extension of Shomenuchi Ikkyo Undo. As the hands return to the hips, pivot 180 degrees, then swing the arms up again. Turn your body as a unit. Do not turn your head first. Pivot with your weight on the balls of your feet, with your heels lightly skimming over the mat. Do not pivot with your weight on your heels, as you will quickly lose your balance. Hapo Undo. Hapo Undo means 8 directions and is an extension of the preceding exercises. This time we are going to take a short sliding step forward before going into the arm raised position. We then pivot as before. This time we continue stepping in a new direction and pivoting so that we cover the cardinal and secondary points of the compass. If you start with left foot forward, for example, you will first slide to the north, then pivot and step south. Step to the east, then pivot west. Step to the southwest, then pivot northeast, and so on. It's easy to remember if you just keep track of left, right, left, right. If you start with your right foot forward, of course, the pattern is reversed. Of course, these compass directions are just to help you get started. You should be able to do Hapo Undo starting from whatever direction you happen